Okay, good morning Vlogmas. It's Friday the 20th of December, so that is day 21. I am wearing a slightly off-centred moose Christmas jumper, clearly not hand knit, but still. 'Tis the season and all that, for slightly off-centre chest. We've got a couple of appointments this morning, so around lunchtime, so we'll be heading into town later. I'm hoping the weather holds off. Yeah. Meant to be raining till after Christmas. But anywho, come with us and, or at least come with me, because my partner's a bit camera shy, and I'll show you what I get up to. Don't know how much filming I'll do when we're out, because obviously, as I say, partner's camera shy. Or rather, he doesn't like being on film, so there will be some footage of something today, but what it will be I can't tell you yet. Just wait and see. But it's coming up just now, like right after I put the camera down, because that's when I'll edit in the next bit. Leo, did you find a box? Okay guys, so I'm going to pretty much call it a day there. We've been into town, had our appointments and got soaked. I've dried off a bit now, hence the curly straggly hair. Let me get that sorted out. But as I'm probably going to have a bath or a shower tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll do that then. So yeah, dried off a bit. We did supermarket shop when we were there as well, so we got food in, woohoo. And I have cut out of this lovely scuba from Minerva. I am one of the Minerva makers, so they send me fabric, I make stuff, I write a blog for them. So I've cut out of this fabric a Joni dress, which is a dress I've made before. It's a Tilly in the Buttons pattern. It's in her book Stretch. I made it in the summer back at the old house. Quite early in the summer, I think, because we took some lovely photos out in the orchard, in a lightweight, stretchy, sort of almost cheeseclothy type fabric, ditzy floral print, bit of texture to it. It's lovely. I wear it, and I made some adjustments to the pattern when I made that dress. I've used the same pattern pieces for this version of Joni, but being a scuba, it's a bit more heavyweight, so it's going to be more appropriate for autumn and winter wear. I did toy with the idea of using the flutter sleeve hack that's in the book, but as I'm looking at wearing it in the autumn and the winter, I want to be able to get sweaters and cardigans on over the top, and I won't be able to do that with flutter sleeves, so I'm doing the longer sleeves. So it's pretty much the same, well, it's the same pattern as I used in the previous version, same pieces, it's just a different fabric, so it should hang slightly differently, the drape should be different, it'll be like a little bit warmer for winter wear. So hopefully I'll get that sewn up over the weekend and be able to wear it on Wednesday next week. So more information will be available when I write up the blog post for Minerva to go on their site. It's going to be probably around spring next year by the time it actually goes up, because there's a bit of a delay between sending things over and them getting up, because they're organised. They get stuff planned in advance. I don't do that. I need to do that. I need to get better at that. And yeah, this is actually a project I've been sitting on for a little while with the house move and what have you. All got a little bit chaotic here, so I am a bit behind on my projects. So there will be some sewing coming up over the next few weeks. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that. There'll be a little bit of time-lapse stuff happening, I imagine. I don't know if I'll do much real-time sewing. I don't know how interesting that'll be. But definitely some time-lapse stuff. Cutting out, I'm not going to worry about doing real-time. And as you can see from the time-lapse that's just been in, I don't have a lovely cutting out table where I can use pattern weights and rotary cutters and whiz round pattern pieces and what have you. I have the floor at the end of my bed in my bedroom, and if I'm lucky and my partner's not on the Xbox, I have the floor of the living room, which has a bit more space. But they're carpeted, so I can't use rotary cutter on them. Not that I do that on wood anyway, but it'd be easier to put something down to protect it. But yeah, I don't use rotary cutter. I use pins and scissors. My old place where I had laminate flooring, I used pattern weights and scissors for a lot of stuff. Depending on the fabric, I would pin stuff that was likely to move. But anywho, that's enough of me waffling on about cutting out pieces. But, this weekend I've got some mince pies to bake. My tins have arrived. I've got a cake to marzipan and then to ice. I was going to make some gingerbread, but I seem to have misplaced my gingerbread recipe. I'm sure I'm missing at least one ingredient as well, so that probably won't happen this year, but that's not the end of the world. I can always make them later in the year. Just because gingerbread is traditionally a Christmassy thing doesn't mean you can't have it other times. I'm not going to be making my own marzipan this year, unfortunately. I may have mentioned the other day actually, ground almonds, surprisingly hard to find. So maybe around Easter I'll do that. But, yeah, so that's that for today. I think the rain's got into my brain because I'm just going to move around and blur. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it there, get this edited, get it uploaded, ready for you tomorrow. The Gift Knits mini podcast is already recorded and edited and uploaded and ready to go, so watch out for that after Christmas. So as I say, sometime between the 27th and the 30th. Maybe the 31st. Probably won't be Christmas. Probably won't be New Year's Eve. I don't think people are going to want to see Christmas gift knits on New Year's Eve. They want to see New Year's stuff for that, I would imagine. But anywho, that is there and ready to go. And yeah, lots of stuff to come over the weekend. I imagine that any footage I get for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day will be bundled in together and uploaded at some point on Boxing Day, but possibly not for my normal 6 AM GMT slot that I've been doing for Vlogmas so far, just because of logistics. And I really will stop waffling at you. Oh my goodness, I think I'm channeling kittenish behaviour. But, yes, so that's that for today, and I will show you my mince pies and my marzipaning over the weekend, and icing either Sunday or Monday. I need to make the icing, and I will see you tomorrow. So until then, happy Vlogmas!